I have my shoe, I have my socks, I have my school books, I have
But
everything.
don't forget you were
I have
royal.
my lunch.
But you were royal.
Yeah, but we're not this rich family with, we have lands, but the lands are there and they're not tilling them and all that. It doesn't produce money like
Okay.
that. So there's, you have to till the soil for the money to come. You don't till. My grandfather used to have big bands of yam, band filled with yams and all that, but that was back in the days. In our own days, I didn't see my father do all that. So,
I know.
okay, all that was gone. Okay, so I see this difference and I realized that it was what I can do. It was what I can produce from my head, from my understanding, the way I carry myself. That's what made my teachers to want to relate with me. That's what made them put me ahead. That's what made them make me the senior prefect girl of the school. That's what, make other children want to listen to me when I talk, So it's not about the wealth of your parents. Exactly. Although these days in this society, unfortunately, most of us have tried to make it that because we forget ourselves and we run after the money. And the money is not, what are you running after? It's not even solid. Because I give you 5,000 today. You go and spend it. Tomorrow you come back again. You're still poor.
You're still poor.
Yes.
I think this is a place we really need to talk about. We really need to talk about
if
this.
You had spent your time growing yourself, studying, making good friends, caring about, understanding how wealth works. Yeah. Some people think they can never be rich, but they can be rich, but you need to follow certain principles.
Please give us one or two principles.
It's not very easy. Okay. It's not very easy, but you have to do them.
Can you give us some of those principles? If
you have to be hardworking. When I say hardworking, is not you carrying stuff and all that. Yeah. You have to, first of all, education is very important.
Education?
Yes, you have to educate yourself. You have to go to school. Yeah. Apart from going to school and getting a degree, you have to keep studying.
Okay, keep studying?
Yes, about different things. Financial management, business management, charity, human relations. You have to study all of that, bring them in together. Figure out how to apply them in your daily life. Okay, not so just to have them here. Yes, wow. That's where action is. You have to put action to it. Wow. You don't go to bed without planning your next day.
I think this is important. We need to pause now. Say it again. Let me get it very clear.
You do not go to bed. You do not sleep. Today is not over until you have planned tomorrow.
You do not go to bed.
Yes.
Until you plan your tomorrow.
Yes, wow. Until you have planned every hour of tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Those people who are comfortable, who are rich, who are not panicking even in this situation that we're finding ourselves in our country. Yeah. Talk to them. Okay. You will find out that they have some of those characteristics.
And that's why we're talking to you.
They plan their days. They know what they're doing at every hour.
Time,
They know what they're spending their money on, even to the least money they spend.
Wow.
Doesn't make them greedy or make them, stiff. Yeah. But they are accountable. You have to be accountable.
In fact, that's why we have you here to tell us, some of those nuggets that will keep you.
You have to be accountable.
The economy is tough on people. That's the truth.
And we make the mistake of thinking that if I start to cheat, I'll be fine. No, you won't be fine. Yeah. It's just going to be now. That money you cheated and you got, what did you use it for? Can you account? Can you remember? You can't.
Wow.
You can't remember.
That's a good one.
You cannot remember.
And that's what the society needs now. They need to be told.
And God cannot be mocked.
Yeah.
He can never be mocked. You will see some people in government, year in, year out, year in, year out. Those that are still sitting there and still doing what they're doing, and God is still giving them grace, hoping they will change. If you go close to some of them, they've lost their health. Because the Bible says He will introduce cankerworm to your wealth. Wow. So even as you steal, you keep paying for it.
Wow, you talk so much
It
with the
doesn't make sense.
Christianity and all
You're
of
still
those
a
things.
million here. You use 2 million to
You-
sustain your health.
I mean, seriously, it doesn't really make sense. So
It
you've
doesn't
actually not made
affect. It
anything.
doesn't affect me in any way. You see, it's not me to have the million and have to spend it all, including my own sweat, on taking care of my health. I'd rather not have that million. I have my health.
Yeah, because they say health is wealth.
I don't have any form of sickness as I'm sitting here with you. I'm not weak in any part of my body.
I know.
Spiritually, I'm not weak. Physically, I'm not weak.
Mentally, you're not even.
Mentally, I'm not
You're
weak.
very, of course, from what you're saying here, we know you're very sound and, of course, well exposed and all of that.
When I was working in the aviation industry, a whole lot of things go on in that environment.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to dish my colleagues, my ex-colleagues, yeah, but everybody knows a whole lot of things go on.
Yeah.
You ask someone to help you carry your baggage, they ask you, okay, bring $50.
Yeah.
You tell someone you want to check in, you want to fill a form or whatever. Someone tells you, for you to do that, bring this.
Yeah.
You understand? There's a whole lot of corruption in that environment.
Yeah.
But I tell you something, I spent 20 years in that environment and I never got involved.
Wow.
No, I never got involved.
So how did you do
that?
that?
If you go there even today and you speak about mercy, mercy, no, mercy. She's not like that.
So how did you get this training? Was it from school, or how did you set out to say, oh, I'm gonna live a clean life, or somebody?
I think it's very important to introduce your child to God at a very tender age.
Yeah, because it talks so much about God.
It's not about Christianity. It's not about Muslim. It's not about God himself.
Okay.
If you have a personal relationship with God and you have a personal understanding of what the Bible is saying to you, not just what the pastor is preaching, but when you read your Bible and you understand exactly what he's saying and you take that and try to practice it here with you, within you, then you find yourself in that kind of position. For one, there are certain instructions in the Bible that if you follow, you just can't go wrong.
Exactly.
The Bible says you should treat your neighbor the way you want to be treated. Not just the word, think about it. Would you want someone to steal from you?
Of course not.
So, which means you should not steal from another.
Very simple and it's very explicit.
When you step on somebody's feet, what do you want that person to do to you? Forgive you or spank you?
Wow. Of course,
you want forgiveness.
Yeah, want forgiveness.
Right?
Yeah.
You feel, I didn't know. So you want forgiveness. So that means when someone steps on your feet, you have to be patient.
Well, I think you're talking to me directly now. So I'm learning patience from you. I'm learning all of these things from you.
You have to be patient and already forgive. Before anybody offends me, I've forgiven you long before it happened.
Wow.
So when it happened, you will hardly see me flare up.
Wow, that's a lot of quality. It's not
and
easy
I think
to come
about
by.
it. Yes, I think about it. I know for every situation, every relationship I come into, I think about all the positive things that could happen. I think about all the negative things that could happen. I don't desire the negative ones.
Okay.
I look forward to the positive ones.
Okay.
But I am prepared in case if the negative ones happen. So when you dish me the negative one, you might see me not reacting. That's because I knew it was coming.
Yeah, because you already prepared your mind that anything could happen.
I knew it could come, and I'm prepared for that.
Wow.
So it doesn't.
Wow. Okay, so that's quite interesting. That your personality is really unique. That's one thing I was listening to you. I'm like, wow, how does she be able to get all of this into your system? Because we're looking for people like this who can be upright in whatever they are doing, encouraging other people to do what is right, and that's what you have symbolized here.
You see, one thing I tell my daughters, I said, look. What someone does to you doesn't affect you in any sense.
Okay.
If someone slaps you, doesn't affect you. If someone takes your right, wrongfully, doesn't affect you. What you were meant to be, you will still be. But what edifies you is when you take something from someone that you're not supposed to. You take their right from them. That affects you. Someone is going to take your right somewhere.
So it means it's about your own action,
It's about your
not the
action.
person's
Life
action.
is, yes, you got it now. Life is all about what you do.
Do
What you do. Focus on what you're
to
doing.
doing
Don't
exactly.
care about what someone is doing to
Possibly
you.
exactly.
Don't care. That doesn't take anything from you. It doesn't even affect where you're going.
Wow. But
It's
sometimes,
difficult,
yeah, it's quite
especially
difficult.
if you've not been in that training from childhood. If you've not been close to God from childhood, it's
Yeah.
difficult. But if you've been and you're thinking about it and you're conscious about it, and we need to learn to take time and think. Do you know that we are all objects of our mind? What we think of, that's what we
Yeah.
create. We create our realities.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Then we have like 3 family support centers. You know,
Okay.
family support centers are places like the children live with their parents,
Okay.
but the parents cannot afford to really take care of
Oh,
these
okay.
children. So they go to a particular place, sometimes to get food, sometimes to get support, medicals, education. They
Okay.
just go to complain.
Okay.
These are the family support centers in Nigeria are actually being run by individuals
Okay.
who just have the heart to want to help the families around them.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
And I come across some of those individuals and I work with them. I
Okay.
take them under my organization and I
Okay.
work with them
Okay.
because they all need support and all that, and they're small, you know, and they're struggling to survive. So I
Yeah.
give them all the support that I can also. And then we have our own family support center, which is in Mafuluko, where our head office is.
Okay.
That's Shogunle Oshodi.
Okay.
That's where
Yes.
we are.
Okay.
And we have our family support center there. Like after this program, I'll be meeting with the families.
Oh, okay.
I hope, yeah,
Okay.
it's almost time.
Don't worry,
I'll be,
we'll be rounding
meeting
up
with the
not too long from
families
now.
after
Okay.
this program,
Okay.
and spend some time with them, talk with them, give them reliefs and all of that.
Okay.
And we work with children in the rural area, like we're located now in Akwa Ibom State in my Orukonam.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's a charity begins at
At
home.
home,
I have
yeah.
to take care of the children there because God has a reason for taking me down there. So before I start going elsewhere, I will go to other places as God blesses me with resources too. But meanwhile, I have to start from home.
Yeah.
So I have the children there that we support educationally and all of that. And in the rural area, I try to do things that would support the whole system for all the children.
Okay.
Like rebuild the school, because most of the school in
Oh,
the
I
village
see.
areas are run down. Once we can get support, sponsorship, I rebuild the school, make it comfortable for the children.
Okay.
Give them maybe library, toilet facilities, and
Okay.
so on. And I also have another program of football championship running under the rural children.
Okay.
And that football championship was encouraged by the German consulate some years
Okay.
ago.
Okay.
And the vision there is for me to be able to take the children, primary school age, in the villages on tour in Nigeria to play all the championships,
Okay.
and then also get them to play European Championship
Wow.
of their level.
Wow,
Yes, that's
that's
the vision, and I
exciting.
know
That's
God
a
is
big
gonna
one.
make it. Yeah, God's
Yeah.
gonna make it happen.
So
I
how
need sponsors. I need support. I need all
Okay.
of that.
Also, that's what I was coming to
that-
that. I was going to say, how do you
They
get
come.
support from all of those things? I mean, this
I
things
beg
you're
my
doing.
friends. I
Okay.
beg my friends. I beg everybody.
And so, as you're watching us,
like
you
we're
see, she's
talking now, we're done. I'm gonna start begging you. Should I give you the account details, sending you support, and yeah, and everybody listening there, if you have the kind of heart that you can feel here, yeah, you're welcome to serve.
okay. So you can hear from her. We're gonna put up her contacts if you want to support the children. The African child needs support, and she's doing so much already for them. Okay, and of course, we're looking forward to you also helping out in that area if you can. Okay,
Like I came in a few days ago. There's a child who had a medical condition, and we were trying to get funds for him to have surgery. It took us almost a year, but
Wow.
finally we got it done. Master Caleb had his surgery.
Yeah.
And as soon as I came in, the first person I wanted to see was my Caleb. And I went to visit him, and he
And
was
he's
so
good,
happy.
And he's
Oh,
good
he's
now.
so happy and so, yeah.
I
He's
can
so happy
imagine.
and so excited.
No,
And I'm happy
putting
for
life
him
on
that
people.
he can go back to school and all
Yeah,
of that.
I mean,
And the
that's
parents are so happy. They're just like, so really
that's what we
grateful.
all need. Every person
And,
can
yeah.
just play a little,
You see, life
in the
is
system.
already so hard.
Yeah.
It's so tough, with prices of things going up and all of that. And talking about that, most Nigerians are having a misconception
How do you mean?
about that.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are angry with the governor
Yeah.
and thinking that he's doing the wrong thing, removing subsidies and all of that. But the question is, this subsidy that we're talking about, how many people collect those billions? Does it come to your hand?
Yeah, I'm not sure I've ever gotten any of those
it doesn't
before.
come to your hand. So all of us pay our taxes because you're the one paying those billions.
Yeah.
You are the one paying it, not the government. The government is you. The government is not the office. The government is not the president.
Yeah.
The government is us. So
I think that we need to emphasize that the government is ours.
there's no
We as a-
sanitation. I think if the Nigerian government would do more sensitization and explaining the benefits of their efforts, the citizens will get to understand better. But without orientations, without sanitization, without all of that, you just do things, then they misunderstand it.
Misconception,
Because see,
misunderstanding,
when you
everything is what we
remove
see here.
subsidy runs into billions of naira, and those billions of naira go into a few hands, maybe 10, and then they come and do big boys and big women to you,
I'm sure people
which is okay.
I think the thing is that people are not complaining about removal of the subsidy,
which
but
is
we're looking
okay,
at how it
but-
was removed.
Yeah,
It's affecting people so much.
which is okay, but and then now that it's subsidy, we're feeling that